Fine students, we have almost set up of experiment. That is what we are willing to study is the strain measurement. Okay? Strain measurement using the cantilever beam setup what we have. So in this instrument we are using again the push-up bridge this 1 arm, 2 arm and 4 arm as the setup what we have for measuring the strain in this particular cantilever beam I'm not using. So now the first and foremost thing what we have to do is the set of different density and the Young's modulus of different materials has been shown in this chart. So we have the steel beam, okay, steel beam. So as what you can see is the density of the steel is 7860, and the Young's modulus what we're supposed to find is somewhere close to 200 GPa. Okay, so this is as good as what we are trying to find it out. So now what is that we are going to do here is initially the setups. So you have an arm selector what you see in the right corner, so the left corner of this arm. This is where we have to set the arm. Suppose if you are working for a single arm, there is a toggle switch what you can see here. This switch has to be changed to single arm. Now initially when there is no load applied to this particular weighing arm, which is supported to the cantilever setup what you see. So set to one arm, and the micro strain whatever is showing in this particularly, that has to be set for 84 micro strain. Okay, initially the strain whatever you have to see is to be set for 84 micro strain, drill and error method. So the particular arrangement, similarly you have the color coding for the wires. Okay, color coding for the wires. So you have to change the connections that what has been made now. I will not change the wiring because it has some problem right now. I am going to connect only for the 4-arm setup. Okay, 4-arm setup as what you can see. The connections are made for the 4-arm bridge. Now, so there is a toggle switch. The first position represents for the 1-arm and 2-arm, whereas the toggle switch, if you just tilt it upward, that represents for the 4-arm approach. So for 100, if you weigh the weight on the pan for 100 grams, the indicated strain should be around 84 micro strain. Okay, so that you can set 0 initially and make the calibration for whatever it is. Now as it is set for 4-arm, so I am doing it for the maximum weight and then calibrate the system. You can even do it for the minimum weight and calibrate and find a micro strain, whereas I am doing it for the maximum load which I am applying onto the cantilever. So when you apply the maximum load, so 84 into 5, I have taken the weight as 500 grams. So I have to calibrate to see that the micro strain should be close to 420. Okay, which I'm almost getting around 410, 412. So you can use a cal knob and try to set the requirement for 420. Yeah, I hope it is fluctuating just because of the vibrations what you find in the weighing pan. If it is normally suspended, then the readings will be displayed exactly what it is. So okay, so now the cal knob whatever you are seeing, it has to be adjusted for 420. Yeah, almost 420 is what is we see. Now for if you just come back again, some pretty calculations that has to be done before the tabulation that what we try doing it. So the weight whatever you are trying to load it on the weighing pan, that should be in terms of newtons. That is capital W, the load applied in terms of newtons. The length of the beam should be measured. See, here we have the strain gauge. Okay, so you have to measure the length from here. So whatever you are getting close to 300 mm from this distance. Okay, so whatever the length that what you have measured is in terms of mm, that is to be taken care. Width of the plate is again measured using the scale or even use the vernier also. This is the width what you're going to measure it out. The precise value is just you can get through the vernier. So the thickness of the plate, that is also taken care by using your vernier micrometer, which can just check the thickness of the particular. Just check the thickness of this plate. This gives the thickness of the plate of the particular beam as what has been taken in consideration. Okay, now find the cross section. That is the cross section of the particular cross section area of this, that is capital A, which is given by the breadth and the height of the particular beam what we have selected in millimeter square. Then calculate the strain indicator reading in a micro strain, that is capital E, what has been measured in terms of that. Now I is the number of active gauges, that may be single arm, 2 arm and 4 arm, depending on whatever the arm that you want to select it. Okay, therefore you get the tensile stress sigma, that is weight by the area. Okay, load by area is as good as weight by area, that is in terms of Newton per millimeter square. Strain is as good as calculated by the number of arms that is selected based on I, the number of active gauges. So here we have the active gauges 4. So the bending stress is also calculated by the formula, because the cantilever in cross section in the arrangement what we have, that is given by 6WL by BT square in Newton per mm square. Whatever the stress you get using this formula is the experimental value, and the strain whatever you get through the strain indicator, this stress divided by the strain could give you the Young's modulus, that is Newton per millimeter square. So that is what is in the small tabular what we can see here. Now I have the load for a particular arm, say single arm or 4 arm. Okay, 4 arm. So the strain indicator, whatever the strain that is indicated, that is in micro strain what you see, is noted down for different weight in process. 4 arm 100 grams, you find this is the micro strain indicated, and the strain measured using the formula whatever is that, and the bending stress what is calculated is this what is getting it, and then the Young's modulus is taken care by the formula stress by strain. Okay, stress by strain. So this is how things are calculated for different weight, and this is what we get normally the Young's modulus, which is close to 200 GPa. Okay, so using the graph, plot the graph for the stress strain and get the slope, and the value of the slope will be quite closer to 200 GPa. So this is all what we are going to do in this particular setup for finding out the strain. Okay, measurement of strain using the cantilever beam support. Okay, so the observations goes like this. The width of the plate V is measured, which is 25 mm. Thickness of the plate is 1.7 mm. Active arm, if you say, it may be 4, 2 or 1, whichever you select it. And then the same calculations are plotted in the table. And the weight is in kg, so please convert that into newtons. So for different weight in process, find the strain indicated and the measured strain, bending stress, Newton per mm square, and find the Young's modulus, Newton per mm square. Plot the graph for stress and strain indicated. Compare your theoretical values with the graphical solution. Thank you.